Welcome to the world of Infinity Tutor. This video covers a past year question on Chapter 3, Form 4 Biology. So without further ado, let's jump to the question and answering skills. Selamat petang and selamat petang kepada semua murid-murid. Hari ini kita akan melihat soalan past year, soalan koleksi kertas soalan sebenar SPM 2009 kertas 2 untuk subjek biologi daripada bab 3 tingkatan 4. Marilah kita melihat soalannya. Okay. Question number 1. Name P and Q. As I said, remember when we analyze the question, one of the question will be P and Q, right? Because it was unknown. So here we go, the first question. Name P and Q. Namakan P dan Q. Seperti mana yang saya bagi tahu tadi, apabila kita menganalisis soalan kita melihat yang bahagian P dan Q adalah perkara yang kita perlu cari. So maka ialah soalan pertama. Okay. What is P? What is P? P was a channel protein. Yes, a channel protein. Why? Because it was transporting the sodium ion through the plasma membrane with the help of ATP. Yes, so P could be channel protein. Okay, apakah P? P adalah protein liang. Let me write here. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me write over here. Okay, let me write here so that's clearer. Okay, P. P adalah channel protein. Channel protein. Okay, apakah P? P adalah protein liang, iaitu protein liang. Sejenis protein yang mengangkut ion natrium dari kepekatan tinggi ke kepekatan rendah. Protein liang. Baiklah. Inilah jawapan untuk P. Okay, jawapan P ialah protein liang dan channel protein. Okay. Now, what was Q? Q was the structure in between the phospholipid molecules, right? So what it could be? Yes, it is cholesterol. Yes, correct. It is cholesterol. Yes, it is cholesterol. Sorry, my writing is so bad. Cholesterol. Yes, correct. Cholesterol. Baiklah, apakah bahagian Q? Q adalah satu struktur yang berada di tengah-tengah molekul fosfolipid. So, jawapan dia ialah kolesterol. Jawapan dia ialah kolesterol. Bagaimana kita akan mengeja kolesterol? K-O-L-E-S. Kolesterol. T-E-R-O-L. Kolesterol. Okey, baiklah. So, kita dah tahu jawapan P dan Q, maka kita akan pergi ke soalan seterusnya. Okey. Soalan seterusnya ialah tentang molecule phospholipid. The next question is all about phospholipid molecule. Okay, what are they trying to ask here? State the property of head and tail. Senang saja kan? Nyatakan sifat kepala dan ekor. Okay. So what is head? What is the characteristic of a head? What could it be? Yes, head loves water. Head loves water. So what do we call a thing which loves water? Yes, hydrophilic. Correct. Hydrophilic. I'm trying to write hydrophilic. P-H-I-L-I-C. Hydrophilic. Okay. So, if the head is hydrophilic, then what is the leg? Yes, hydrophobic. Hydrophobic is someone who do not prefer water, who hates water. who hates water. So it's called hydrophobic. Yes, hydrophobic. This is how you spell it. Okay. Baiklah. Apakah ciri kepala molekul fosfolipid? Kepala fosfolipid adalah satu yang menyukakan air. Suka sangat air. So, apakah jawapan dia kalau sesuatu yang suka air? Ya, jawapan dia ialah hydrophilic. Hydrophilic. Saya menulis di sini ya. Dalam bahasa Melayu ialah hydrophilic. Hydrophilic. Okay, hydrophilic. Okay. Oh my good lord. Hydrophilic. Maaf. My writing is so terrible. Maaf. Okay, hydrophilic. Okay, baiklah. Kalau kepalanya lah hydrophilic, apakah ekornya? Ekornya tidak menyukai air. Tidak suka air langsung. So, apakah jawapan dia? Ya, hydrophobic. Bagaimana kita mengeja hydrophobic? Mudah saja. Saya menulis dia kat sini. Hydrophobic. Okay. Soalan seterusnya. The next question. State two characteristics of vitamin A. Okay. How, if they're asking about a characteristic, you have to look at what is the transport that the vitamin A took. Apabila kita melihat ciri vitamin A, kita perlu menganaliskan apakah contoh pergerakan, apakah jenis pergerakan vitamin A menerusi membran plasma. So let's look at the vitamin A. Vitamin A was passing through the plasma membrane. So what kind of transport does vitamin A does when it's passing through the transport? Yes, it's simple diffusion. Yes, it's called, where should I write it? I write it here. Simple, I put simple diffusion. Yes, simple diffusion. So in order for a molecule to undergo simple diffusion, there is three main characteristics, which are lipid soluble, small in size, uncharged molecule. So out of three, you can choose two, which I choose the best is according to the vitamin A. Since we have three characteristics, please choose the characteristic related to vitamin A. Okay, which out of the three characteristics that I will list down now here. Okay, I will list down now. One is the lipid soluble. Okay, the next one will be small size. Third will be uncharged molecule. Yes. Oh, I can't write it here. I'm sorry. The next one will be uncharged. I write as molecule. Okay. Out of these three, which one is most suitable for vitamin A? First thing, vitamin A is a lipid soluble vitamin. So that could be one of the best characteristic of vitamin A. So I am going to highlight it in light blue. Lipid, so oh my good lord. Okay, let's have a wavy type of highlighter here. So lipid soluble, one thing. Then what is the second thing? Is vitamin a charged molecule? Yes. So the next answer will be uncharged molecule. So the next best characteristic will be uncharged molecule. So the answer should be lipid soluble and uncharged molecule. Why small size doesn't fit? It's because vitamin A structure is not so small, but small enough to go through the plasma membrane. So if you ask us like which one will be the most suitable, which describes the vitamin A, which describes the properties of vitamin A. So when you're describing a property of a molecule, a biological molecule, one you look at the solubility and one you look at the charge. So which is why I chose these two as the best answers to answer this question. Baiklah. Bagaimana kita akan menjawab soalan ini pula? Untuk menjawab soalan ni, kita perlu melihat apakah jenis pergerakan vitamin A. Ya, betul. Pergerakan vitamin A ialah resapan ringkas. Betul, resapan ringkas. Okey, sekarang untuk sesuatu molekul melalui resapan ringkas, apakah yang diperlukan? Apakah ciri-ciri yang diperlukan untuk molekul itu? Terdapat 3, iaitu bahan larut lipid, bersaiz kecil dan molekul tidak berkutu. Okey. Saya akan menulis di sini untuk memudahkan murid-murid menulis di buku anda ataupun paper-paper anda jika anda mempunyai sesuatu untuk menulis. Okay, let's check it. Bahan, saya buat short form ni sebab tak cukup masa nanti nak habiskan semua. Kalau tak, panjang video ni akan menjadi 1 jam. Okay, so barang larut lipid, dan lipid. Kedua, saiz kecil. Dan ketiga adalah molekul tidak berkutu. Tidak berkutu. Okey, baiklah. Untuk mendapatkan ciri-ciri vitamin A, kita perlu memilih 2 pilihan yang paling tepat. Ya. Kalau mengikut cikgu akan memilih pilihan yang ini, iaitu bahan larut lipid dan molekul tidak berkutu. Sebab apa? Sebab jika kita ingin memberitahu ciri-ciri sesuatu molekul bio seperti vitamin, kita perlu melihat ciri-cirinya dari aspek fizikal dan kimia, iaitu bahan larut lipid dan molekul tidak berkutu yang paling sesuai. Maka jawapan dia ialah bahan larut lipid dan molekul tidak berkutu. Baiklah, jom kita melihat soalan seterusnya. Wow. Okay. Soalan seterusnya ialah based on the diagram 1, explain the movement of vitamin A into the body cell. Okay. Untuk berdasarkan Raja 1/1, terangkan pergerakan vitamin A ke dalam sel badan. Okay. Apakah jenis pergerakan yang berlaku di vitamin A? Ya, pergerakan ialah resapan ringkas. Kita akan menulisnya di sini. Okay. Resapan ringkas. Okay, yes. If we want to figure out what is the movement of vitamin A, we have to know what is the type of transport. It was simple diffusion. I put simple D because all of us will know. Okay, so in this case, if you look at the question, it's explaining about movement of vitamin A. So how is the movement of vitamin A? Simple diffusion. If the movement is simple diffusion, what is the characteristic that you need to explain? Number 1, how it enters the body? Through, I'm just writing a short form, through plasma membrane. Okay, plasma membrane. I'm sorry, plasma membrane. Through plasma membrane. Okay, what is the second characteristic of this? Across the plasma membrane, yes, down the concentration gradient. Down concentration gradient. Gradient. Okay, down the concentration gradient. Then what is the third characteristics? What is the third characteristic of simple diffusion? Yes, no ATP involved. Yes, there's no ATP involved. So in this case, what are we going to do is that we're going to make all these sentence in one, all these points in one sentence. So this is how your answer should be like for 2 marks. You have to say that vitamin A passes through the body cell to simple diffusion, which passes through the plasma membrane. The vitamin A goes down the concentration gradient and it does not involve ATP in the form of energy. Okay. So, bagaimanakah kita akan menjawab soalan seperti ini? Kita dah tahu cara pergerakan dia ialah resapan ringkas. So, kita kena menulis ciri-ciri resapan ringkas. Iaitu, apakah ciri-ciri resapan ringkas? Merentas membran plasma, merentas membran plasma. Lepas tu menurun kecerunan. Dan ketiga, similar. Kita ada A, T dan E. So, beginilah kita akan menjawab soalannya. So, bagaimana kita akan mengambil semua ketiga-tiga isi ini dan menjadikan satu ayat seperti ini. Pergerakan vitamin A adalah melalui resapan ringkas di mana pergerakan vitamin A merentas membran plasma menuruni kecerunan kepekatan, iaitu kepekatan tinggi ke kepekatan rendah tanpa penggunaan tenaga, iaitu molekul ATP. Okey? Jelas? Okey. Baiklah, kita akan pergi kepada soalan seterusnya. Okay. What is the next question asking? Okay. If the plasma membrane has less molecule Q, explain its effect on the characteristic of the plasma membrane. Jika membran plasma mempunyai kurang molekul Q, terangkan kesannya terhadap sifat membran plasma tersebut. Okay. Apakah Q? Tadi kita sudah melihat Q adalah kolesterol. Ya, betul. Jawapan dia adalah kolesterol. Okay, cholesterol. Okay. What was the Q? It was cholesterol. Yes, cholesterol. Okay. So what happens if there's no cholesterol or less cholesterol? Okay. So to answer this, first you have to know what is the function of cholesterol. Okay. Apa akan terjadi jika kolesterol kuantitinya kurang? Untuk menjawab soalan ini, kita perlu tahu apakah fungsi asal kolesterol dalam membran plasma. Apakah fungsi kolesterol? What is the function of cholesterol? Cholesterol regulates the fluidity of the membrane. So, pertama anda perlu tahu apakah fungsi. Iaitu function. You have to know the function. Okay. And then what you have to know is that what happens. You have to explain what happens if the molecule is less. So what happens if Q is less? Apa akan terjadi kepada Q jika dia kuantiti dalam rendah? Okay. So pertama kita akan melihat apakah fungsi Q. Fungsi Q adalah untuk menstabilkan struktur plasma membran dan mengawal atau sifat berdalur. Jika molekul Q berkurangan, dia akan menyebabkan membran plasma menjadi kurang stabil dan fleksibiliti dalam suhu yang terlampau panas dan terlampau sejuk. Okay. So the function of the cholesterol is to maintain the fluidity of the membrane, the plasma membrane. If less molecule Q is there, meaning the fluidity of the membrane will be disrupted, meaning the flexibility of the membrane is disrupted, so the plasma membrane will not function well in extreme temperatures. So that is the main function of it lah. Okay, now D. The presence of mercury inhibits the respiration of the body cell. Explain the effect on the transport of sodium ion across the plasma membrane. Okay. Kehadiran merkuri merencat respirasi sel badan. Terangkan kesannya terhadap pengangkutan ion natrium merentasi membran plasma. Okay. What type of respiration a cell does? Yes, aerobic and anaerobic. Okay. So, what is needed to transport the sodium ions which comes from the cell? Which comes from a respiration of a cell? Yes, ATP. So, first thing you have to think is that what happens, okay, what kind of respiration happens in the cell? What kind of respiration happens in the cell? Aerobic and anaerobic, yes. Okay. Out of that, which one is important to transport the sodium ion across the plasma membrane? Which one is important? What is the important molecule which will ease the movement of sodium ion? Which will ease the movement of sodium? Yes, ATP. Which, okay, now we know the answer is ATP. It's easy to find out. The answer is ATP, right? The answer is ATP. So now it's easy to find out under which respiration does the ATP comes from? Yes, the answer is aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration. Okay. So the ATP is formed in aerobic respiration. So what happens if mercury blocks the ATP formation? Meaning what happens when the mercury blocks the respiration process? Yes, it will not be able to produce enough ATP molecule. If it is not able to produce enough of ATP molecule, what will happen to the transport of the sodium ion? Correct. The sodium ions will not be able to transport through the plasma membrane. Good, smart answers. So yes. So if you want to answer this type of question, the first thing you have to know is what kind of respiration? What kind of respiration? Second, which type of respiration involves in plasma membrane and how it helps in the transport of sodium ion, ATP. So out of ATP, which respiration produces ATP? Aerobic. So what happens if mercury hides and blocks the respiration? No ATP. If no ATP, what happens to transport of sodium? No transport of sodium. Simple. That's all is the answer. Okay. Baiklah, kita akan melihat macam mana nak jawab soalan ni pula ya. Okay. Respirasi dalam sel manusia. Dan respirasi sel mempunyai dua jenis, iaitu aerobik dan anaerobik. Dalam dua-dua ini, yang manakah akan membantu pergerakan ion natrium, sodium ion menerusi plasma membrane? Ya, jawapan dia ialah ATP molecule. ATP molekul akan membantu natrium ion untuk menerusi plasma membran melalui respirasi aerobik. Aerobik respirasi akan membawakan ATP molekul. Okey, apa akan terjadi kepada proses respirasi jika merkuri telah menghalang prosesnya? Mudah saja, ATP tidak akan diproseskan. Maksudnya tak ada ATP. Kalau tak ada ATP, macam mana pergerakan sodium ion ataupun natrium ion menerusi plasma membran? Tak ada pergerakan sebab untuk pergerakan natrium ion memerlukan molekul ATP. Jika proses untuk membuat molekul ATP dihalang, maka tak ada molekul kan? Ya. Kalau tak ada molekul, apa akan terjadi? Tiada pergerakan natrium ion. Mudah saja. So, itulah jawapan dia. Baiklah, itulah cara menjawab soalan D. So, I really hope that I have helped you all in answering a past year question paper 2 SPM biology. I hope whatever I've taught you will be helpful and handy when you're doing an exam. So if you have any questions, please drop us in the comment below and don't forget to like, subscribe and press the bell button, and also visit us in our Facebook, Instagram and Twitter page at Infinity Tutor. So see you soon. Thank you very much.